Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemmon. A cool and sunny fall day in central Massachusetts, but it looks like we may be seeing snow at the end of the week. Let's get a first look at our forecast for more.
Hey there, good evening to you. I'm meteorologist Pamela Gardner. Beautiful day today. We have lots of sunshine, a few clouds rolling in for this evening, but otherwise we're clearing out overnight tonight. And our temperatures, we're in the low 50s, so it felt great today, but big changes on the way for the end of the week. We're down to 36 degrees by 9 o'clock tonight, a clear sky, chilly, and an ultimate low of 34 degrees in Worcester, so expecting some frost to develop. The wind picks up as the day goes by tomorrow from the south-southwest, and this will help to boost our temps into the low 50s from Worcester to Fitchburg. And there's the rain icon. We have some heavy showers moving into the forecast first before changing over to some light snow. And the expected snowfall range for early Friday morning, this is prior to the morning commute, we could see a dusting to a coating of accumulation across Worcester, Fitchburg up to an inch, especially on grassy areas. But pavement, tough to get any of that really good accumulation. But watch out for slick spots early Friday morning. Then it turns windy and cold. All the numbers coming up.
Worcester police are investigating a body found in Crystal Pond. Police aren't releasing a lot of details, but people in the Main South neighborhood this afternoon say it's disturbing. Our Chandler Walsh is there now. She joins us with the latest. Chandler.
Olivia, hours later and the scene is now cleared. The body was found here in Crystal Pond. Authorities moved it to this area while investigating. Police are working to determine the circumstances surrounding the death. There is no indication at this time, however, the death is suspicious or a public safety concern. Worcester police are investigating after a man's body is found floating in University Park's Crystal Pond. Parkgoers gathered near the scene as the body was removed.
Walked over a little bit and we got like a better view of what was over there, and we saw the guy's legs kind of dangling out, so it was kind of a shocking sight.
It's just, scary. You don't want to wake up and get out of your house and meet a dead body.
People who live near University Park say there have been many incidents there in the past. They question the safety of the area.
We need more, maybe cameras. We just need more security around here.
Police tape surrounded a section of the park and street. The department says a passerby noticed the body late Wednesday morning. They aren't releasing details on the man's identity.
There was just a lot of people, gathered around and wondering what was going on. It's sad that they all had to see what happened here today.
The body was taken to the medical examiner's office to determine a cause of death. Anyone with information surrounding this incident is asked to contact police. In Worcester, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
A Worcester County man in his 50s has died from a vaping-related lung injury. The Massachusetts DPH says the patient reported vaping both nicotine and THC. It's the third death in Massachusetts. The DPH reports more than 200 suspected vaping-related lung injuries since September. In a statement, State Public Health Commissioner Dr. Monica Burrell says, "My condolences go out to the family of this patient who has died from a vaping-associated lung injury. This disease is serious and potentially fatal, and we are continuing to investigate the cause." The DPH will report this third death to the CDC next week. A little more than 17% of registered voters participated in Worcester's 2019 municipal election. There will be some new faces on both the City Council and School Committee, but it was also a big night for incumbents. Mayor Joe Petty makes Worcester history as the first person elected for a fifth term as mayor.
Last couple of weeks, people have mentioned it to me, but I just want to thank the people of Worcester having confidence in me and give me another chance.
All 5 incumbents running were re-elected for at-large councilor seats. Former school committee member Donna Calorio is the only newcomer. The former school committee member finished 6th.
The first thing I will proudly do is I will take the vote for the lowest residential tax rate.
Matt Wally received more than 75% of votes to earn a second term as the District 5 councilor. It was the only contested district race this year.
One of the new issues that I think I've had a positive impact in the last 2 years is pedestrian safety. And that really resonated with people that I talked to knocking on doors.
The school committee is adding newcomer Laura Clancy and former member Tracy O'Connell-Novick. Brian O'Connell received votes despite his recent passing. Incumbent Jack Foley led the field. field.
I think his presence was really permeated the election in many ways, and people felt pretty badly that he wasn't there.
There were many newcomers on the ballot. Though the results didn't go as some hoped, they plan to try again.
This is the foundation. I knew I was the underdog in the story.
I will come back very strong, and I will come again.
The superintendent of the Massachusetts State Police announces her retirement. Colonel Carrie Gilpin was named the superintendent in November 2017. She has been with State Police for 25 years. In her resignation letter to the department, Gilpin wrote, "The last 2 years have presented tremendous challenges for the department. However, I believe that with great adversity comes great opportunity. We have accomplished so much during this difficult time, and I am confident that you will continue to build upon this foundation." Colonel Gilpin is 49 years old. Her retirement is effective on November 15th. A Red Sox legend is on hand for the grand opening of a recreational marijuana dispensary in Oxford. It's CURALEAF's first store to sell adult use in Massachusetts, and as our Matt Ristino explains, the celebration comes as federal investigators take a closer look at how communities negotiate with marijuana companies.
CURALEAF celebrates the beginning of adult-use marijuana sales at its dispensary in Oxford. The business opened for medicinal use in 2018. This is CURALEAF's first adult-use dispensary in the state.
It's been a long journey to get to this. It's been full of ups and downs, but this today makes it all worth it.
Former Red Sox pitcher Bill the Spaceman Lee made the first official purchase as the guest of honor. Town manager Jennifer Callahan says Oxford is glad to see a new business opening its doors.
Like any business, that's especially a smaller size business, they're vital to small communities like the town of Oxford.
This opening comes as several Massachusetts cities and towns are being subpoenaed for their community host agreements with marijuana companies. Oxford is not one of those communities. Callahan says the town made sure the negotiations with CURALEAF were transparent.
I don't anticipate any issues with the town of Oxford. I can't speak to any other community, but I do know that we've taken it very seriously to look at all aspects of opening up this business exactly like we look at every other business in town.
CURALEAF Massachusetts President Patrick Johnson said he isn't concerned about the subpoenas and they haven't had any issues.
No one's asked us for anything that's out of the ordinary or inappropriate. So no, I think for us, it's been very clean that way.
CURALEAF plans to open 2 more adult-use dispensaries in Massachusetts early next year. Part of the reason more towns are welcoming dispensaries is the benefits they can bring to the community. CURALEAF agreed to donate to local organizations as part of its agreement with Oxford.
They paid off school lunches, school lunch debt in both Webster and Oxford.
Both CURALEAF and the town say that this dispensary will provide jobs for Oxford residents and tax revenue for the town. Patrick Johnson also said that the prices for the adult-use marijuana will be the same as those for medicinal. In the studio, Matt Ristino, Worcester News Tonight.
The owner of the Midtown Mall will appear in front of the Worcester Historical Commission Thursday night to present plans for a new building facade. Felicio Lana has applied for a demolition delay waiver to begin working on the building without waiting the required 1 year for a historic building. It was built in 1942 and was the longtime home of F.W. Woolworth & Co. The building is listed on the state's Cultural Resource Information System. Lana is seeking approval to remove the front facade and replace it with a new glass one. Gray Architects of Salem drew up the plans and filed them with the city in early September. Lana acquired the property for $4 million in May. A big name is coming to central Massachusetts. Amazon has plans to open a new facility in Westboro. As our Valerie Bell explains, the proposed robotics innovation hub will create a lot of jobs.
Amazon Robotics announces they are expanding their operations by opening a new facility in Westboro.
To have Amazon choose to come to Westboro and do their robotics division here, the other divisions in North Reading, is the most exciting news we could have come to our town.
This expansion will bring 200 new jobs to the area, in addition to the 4,000 jobs Amazon already brought to Massachusetts. Karen Chapman is the president and CEO of Corridor 9 Regional Commerce. She says Amazon's operation will stimulate the town's economy.
If they're bringing 200 employees, that's new business in our restaurants, new people shopping here, new life to our region.
Amazon robotics employees will design, build, and test equipment, saying this technology, which picks and sorts packages, ensures quicker delivery of your packages.
What our robotics does is allows our associates inside our fulfillment centers to gain tremendous efficiencies such that you can get that right good right to your door.
The facility will go into the former AstraZeneca building, which once generated the most tax revenue for Westboro.
We put $40 million into this building, in addition to the almost $3 billion that we put into the Massachusetts economy to date.
This building has been vacant for a few years now, but by the year 2021, Amazon's new facility will be here.
We'll have this 350,000 square foot state-of-the-art building in place and ready to house a whole bunch of eager, world-class engineers and scientists.
Town manager Christy Williams says they have been trying to fill this vacancy since AstraZeneca closed in 2016.
We've been working over the past couple of years with the current owners, Atlantic Management, to fill the site, so we couldn't be more excited that it's Amazon.
Williams says Westboro's location is key, and it helps draw a lot of companies.
Able to bring in people from sort of all over the state with our location with the Mass Pike and 495.
In Westboro, Valerie Bell, Worcester News Tonight.
Although they may be moving to Worcester, the Red Sox farm team will continue to honor a tradition with Pawtucket children. For the past 30 years, the Pawtucket Red Sox have been sending 2 children from the Pawtucket Boys and Girls Club to the World Series. The lucky pair of kids are chosen through the Boys and Girls Club RBI program and a drawing at McCoy Stadium. The organization plans to continue the tradition even after the team moves to Worcester in 2021.
Pawtucket and Worcester, it's really all one market. When we come here, you know, Pawtucket's only 40 minutes away. We're still gonna send kids from Pawtucket to the World Series even when we move to Worcester.
The PAWSOX will also serve youth in Worcester and say they are working on those plans.